Where is the monument to Shammua, Shaphat, Igal, Palti, Gaddiel, Gaddi, Ammiel, Sethur, Nahbi and Geuel? Those men died for their nation, but didn't get a monument. Here in America, we're surrounded by monuments to great men who made great sacrifices for the nation, men who should be remembered. Unlike these 10, though they do need to be remembered, it is appropriate to remember them in their deaths for very different reasons, though. They weren't Americans, not by a long shot, nor were their deaths in service to the good of their nation, or even honorable at that. If you haven't checked by now, those are the 10 spies who persuaded Israel to disobey God and withdraw in fear from the command to go up and take the promised land. Unlike Moses, Caleb, and Joshua, they were not faithful. Instead of trusting God, they relied on sight, what they could see with their eyes. And their eyes saw giants and fortified cities and armies, so they gave in to their fear of the giants in the land. However, the people who dwell in the land are strong, they said, and the cities are fortified and very large. And besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the Negeb. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the hill country. And the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the Jordan. Numbers 13, verses 28 through 29. Well, what did that mean? They saw themselves as grasshoppers, weak and defenseless before those giants, and capable of taking the land, instead of seeing themselves as servants of the Almighty God of heaven. Numbers 13, verses 31 through 33 describe their weak faith. Well, actually, they have a monument of sorts. A memorial, if you please. Nearly 1 million needlessly dead in 40 years of wilderness wandering. Because of their lack of faith, they played on the people's fear and persuaded them to reject God's command and refuse to go up. They even threatened to stone Moses, Aaron, Joshua, and Caleb so they could appoint leaders to take them back to Egypt. God intervened to stop the stoning and threatened to destroy the nation. Once again, Moses pled for them and God relented. But he did ban that faithless generation from the promised land and banished them to wander the wilderness until they died. Numbers 14, verses 26 through 35. And those faithless men, they died of plague at the hand of Jehovah. Numbers 14, verses 36 through 38. Let the wasted deaths of faithless men help you focus on your monument, and let it be a monument to faith. Well, tomorrow's Morning Minutes in the Bible will wrap up for 2019. Until then, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.